Hey gang, and welcome to another Animal Crossing video. I'm Crossing Channel, and recently the official Animal Crossing Twitter account has been doing something rather suspicious. In fact, they've been sharing screenshots which could hint towards a future 4K update for Animal Crossing New Horizons, which could involve the Nintendo Switch Pro, the rumored next console for Nintendo. Now, is this true? Is this just a rumor, or is there actually some credibility to it? Well, it turns out there is. So I wanted to look further into this and give you guys all the details that you need to know about. So let's check this out. Now, the internet has been running rampant with Switch Pro rumors for the past few months. I'm sure you've heard about all of them. It's really hard to miss. Is it true? Is it real? What is it going to involve? Does it even exist at all? When is it going to happen? Well, we don't really know, to be honest, but it does seem like at some point Nintendo is going to come out with an upgraded version of the Switch. It'll probably have 4K and maybe run a bit better than the current one does, which makes a lot of sense. They've done it with some of their other consoles, so I think that it's possible they'll do it with the Switch as well. It's a logical kind of move. But could this involve an update for Animal Crossing New Horizons, their biggest game? Well, I definitely think so, and there's actually good evidence now that there will be, at least from the Isabel Twitter account for Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, Isabel shared this screenshot recently on June the 6th, and from a glance, it might not look like anything interesting. But this screenshot is actually in a 4K resolution. Usually, screenshots which are shared from the Nintendo Switch and shared to this account are only in the regular 1080p, which is the resolution of the Switch. However, recently, as you can see, she has been sharing screenshots which are in this massive 4K resolution. This is a huge jump in quality between the two screenshots. You can see here when I show off the two of them, this one which was posted just a little bit before, which is in 1080p, you can see that this is the kind of standard quality of screenshots we get when we post them from our Nintendo Switch, to the 4K screenshot, which is in an absolutely insane resolution. I mean, just look at the details you can see here. These are details that you've probably never ever seen before in Animal Crossing, just because you can't actually see the resolution of the game this high. Now, this is really interesting to me because it seems like a bad idea to share screenshots like this if this is something you can't actually do at any point ever, because to me, I know this might sound a little bit dramatic, but that does kind of toe the line of false advertisement, because it does make the game look incredible, and obviously you can't see this level of detail on your TV screen or on the little, screen, I guess you'd call it, for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this was the first time ever that the Isabel account actually shared the screenshots in 4K. This was back in March when they had that update going on. They shared just two, and then suddenly they went back to 1080p again, which is really weird to me. I honestly don't understand what they're thinking here or what their strategy is. It's really confusing why they would do this, but it does seem intentional to me. It's definitely not some kind of mistake, and I don't think they're making these images higher resolution. That would just be pretty unnecessary in my opinion, and when you actually zoom into the images, you can see they've not just been upscaled with some kind of computer editing tool or something like that. They do look really incredible, and the resolution for them is just absolutely fantastic. So it would be really fascinating to know if maybe this is some kind of hint towards a 4K update for Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Nintendo Switch Pro. Now, what's really interesting as well is that the Isabel account for Japan actually still posts all of these screenshots in 1080p. So why the American version is posting them in 4K, the exact same screenshots, literally the exact same, but in a different resolution, I do not know. I don't know what Nintendo is thinking about here, but you can just see the massive difference between the two of them. One, you can barely get any detail at all if you zoom in, but on these, you get so much. I mean, we've never seen Animal Crossing in this high of a resolution before, and it definitely is exciting. Now, I won't lie, I don't think a 4K update is my most desired thing for the game, especially on a Switch Pro. I think there's actually something else they could do which would be a lot better, and that's fix some of the island lag problems that we have. I'm sure you guys have experienced these where you've been visiting an island and there's so many items on it that it actually starts to lag, which is incredibly frustrating. No one likes that, and I think if they did do a Switch Pro with some upgraded specs and stuff, it would be fantastic to see this type of update. I do think 4K is logical for the game though, and I think they probably will do that at some point, especially if the game is available on the Switch Pro. I think we will see it in 4K, but it's anyone's guess as to when that could happen, or if they'll do any other improvements as well that could help Animal Crossing New Horizons run a bit better. This is definitely one that comes to mind for me though, that would be great. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think that Animal Crossing is gonna see 4K on the Nintendo Switch Pro, or is Isabel just kind of messing with us a little bit and does it mean nothing? Definitely give me your thoughts down below, and if you made it to the end, be sure to comment Bob's Gang so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more videos.